So in this class, we will cover first, who is the instructor, and the second one, introduction about this course, what is the purpose of this course, and what is the grading system, and etc. After that, we will cover the chapter 1, everyday engineering, which contains engineering versus engineering technology. So what is the difference between engineering technology? And then, well, think about after you graduate, you will looking for a job, right? So how to search a job in engineering area and how to secure a job. There is some techniques, so I will introduce that part. And after that, we will have a lab session. Okay. So the purpose of this class, Foundations of Engineering 1, I want you to be thinking as an engineer, like a real engineer. Okay, how to become thinking like a real engineer. So it is necessary you have to understand some basic concepts about engineering, not just the concept, but also you need to learn or you need to know how to solve the problems, mathematical problem, physics, sometimes chemical, and you have to understand some ethics, how to make a presentation, how to make a technical writing, and lastly we will cover some programming part. So it's very broad area. So in this class, in this course, I will cover around 13 chapters. Okay, each chapter has a very important for you. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Jangwoon Park. I got a bachelor degree in industrial engineering from Aju University from 2007. After that, I joined the graduate school at Posttech. I got a PhD in industrial engineering, industrial and management engineering at 2013, and then I spent a few more years a postdoc in my former university and the University of Michigan. So I spent 2.5 years at the University of Michigan, and then I finally get a job at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi, as an assistant professor at fall of 2016. Okay, that's my background. Here's contact. My office location is Engineering Building Room 320. My office hour for this semester is Tuesday, Thursday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Telephone number, you can call me anytime you want, and I would rather recommend you send me an email. I usually check my email every 10 minutes, so I will quickly respond your urgent request very fastly. Okay. Here is the textbook. The textbook title is Thinking Like an Engineer, an Active Learning Approach, 3rd editions. It contains almost 12 chapters, 20 chapters, sorry. It contains 20 chapters. We are going to cover almost all the chapters. Okay, let's look at the step by step. So here you can see there is a date and which chapter we are going to look at and the topics. Okay, if you can see the color in red, that means it's basic concepts. Okay, but the color in green, it's more mathematics part, more analysis based, and the green, blue is programming part, Excel software. So you are going to use computer to solve the problems. Okay, so from January 16, week of January 16th, actually today we will cover the chapter 1, general information engineering, technology career choices. Next week we will cover ethics and then design, teamwork, and the next week we will cover engineering, communication. Okay, and here February 13 we will cover estimation. What is the fundamental unit, base unit, universal unit, and the Excel workbook. And then week of March 13 actually we will have a spring break. There will be no class. Okay, a week of March 20 we will review graphical solutions, mathematical models, and elementary statistics, and finally we will learn MATLAB. Okay, there are 3 parts: basic calculation, programming, and the graphic user interface. The last day of this class we will have a 1-hour review sessions, and the final exam will be May 5th on Friday from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Okay, we will have a 2 midterm exam and 1 final exam. Here is the announcement. So we will have a spring break from March 13th to 17th, and the last day to drop this class is April 7th. And one of the things that I want to mention is that you are lucky guys, because in this semester we particularly designed this course to invite very famous faculties in our department. They will come and here they will introduce their research in front of you within 5 or 10 minutes. But it's a really great chance to learn from them, and I think it's a very good opportunity to me and to you. Okay, so next Monday, Dr. Luis Garcia, he is an expert in unmanned aerial system. So we said UAV. And then next Wednesday, Dr. Dugan he is an associate professor in our department. He is an expert in robotics. He will make a presentation. They will make a presentation shortly in our class, during our class time. Okay. So grading system, we have homework, quizzes, lab assignment, midterm exam, final exam, attendance, and course folder. I will introduce what is course folder in the next slide, and the learning community. So as far as I know, you are in e-learning community class, so that means all of you take a same class together, right? So you are in the same community, but maybe as far as I know, you guys are taking seminar course. In that seminar course, you will make a presentation about engineering, any topics related to engineering. That project presentation points would be considered in our class. Okay, so that means you will make a presentation in learning in seminar class, but I will be there as a grader, and that point will be considered your final grade in this Foundations of Engineering 1 class. Okay, so total score, if you got total score more than 90, you will get A. More than 80, you will get B. Things like that. But it's a tentative schedule. It's tentative. It's not fixed grading system. Okay, it can be changed depending on how you did. Okay. So course folder. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, course folder has a 4% of your final grade, but 4% is very important. When I calculated the final grade last semester, 4 point is very significant amount. Okay, so how to manage your midterm exam, and some handouts I will give you. You have to buy this course folder and place your exams, quizzes, and the homework on the left side, and on the right side your course folder place your labs. So it must be complete and organized for full credit. Okay. In this course, Foundations of Engineering 1, we will learn two software. The first one is Microsoft Excel. I think everybody can use Microsoft Excel. And we will also learn MATLAB. Okay? And all these softwares are already installed in this classroom. Okay? EN360. While if you have any assistant, if you need any assistant, if you have any questions, or if you need any helps, please email me. And if you need more assistance about your if you want to improve your mathematical skill or physics, chemistry, there is a service center. We call it CASA. CASA is right next to our buildings, the Center for Academic Student Achievement. They will provide you great services to improve your problem solving skill. Okay. Other things, so safety is always first. Okay. During this class, if there is an emergency situation, like let's say there is a fire in this building, okay, there are fire alarms, then you have to evacuate this building immediately. In this class, we have a few ladies students, okay, so ladies always first, okay, so gentlemen, you have to help our ladies evacuate the room first, and evacuate the classroom, and lastly I will go out the classroom after I checking all your security. Okay. And the second one is check your email frequently. I will send you the email due to some urgent issues. Sometimes we have to cancel our schedule due to severe weather conditions, so I will notify you through email. Okay, so check your email frequently. And you may need a calculator throughout this semesters. We will deal with a lot of mathematical problems. Okay, so you may need a calculator. And lastly, you can call me Dr. Park, not Mr. Park and Jangwoon. Okay, Dr. Park is pretty decent. That's it. So let's go to the chapter 1, Everyday Engineering. We have 3 learning goals. First one, understand engineering majors. We have 3 major: mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and the mechanical engineering technology. Okay. The second one is know differences between engineering versus engineering technology. Okay. And third one is after you graduate, how to search a job in engineering field, and how to get a job, how to do a successful interview. Okay. Let me ask you, what is an engineer? I think engineer, there are many definitions, but I think it's harder to say other definition is engineer is a problem solver. There is always problem and there is always solutions. What engineers do is find solutions. Okay, so here is an example. I think most of you have watched Iron Man movies. Iron Man. Okay, this is the Iron Man movie 1. This is one of my favorite movies. The main character, Tony Stark, he was hostage, right? It was a problem. He had to escape the cave. Okay, so what he did, he built an Iron Man suit in cave, right? So this is how he make a solution to escape the cave, right? So he finally escaped the cave using the Iron Man suit. Here, what I wanted to say is there is a problem and engineer make a solution and there is a result. Okay? This is what engineers have to do? Make a solution. Let's go deeply the mechanical engineering. So you are going to learn many skills in this class. But as I said, engineers, they have to provide solutions. Mechanical engineer people, specifically, they solve the problem in mechanical engineering area, such as construction, energy, automotive, food production. Let's look at a little bit another video.
This is the 1-week STEM summer camp for a summer education program for the talented high school students who are interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. So it is a lot of engineering with fun stuff, so that they actually are promoted with competition at the end. So they actually focus on the engineering activities.
This one is underwater robotics. We're also building our own ROV out of PVC, which can have lots of issues.
This camp is really fun, and honestly, I would recommend to anybody who really likes robotics or wants an opportunity to explore mechanical engineering.
The first thing we are trying to deliver is a very positive impression for the engineering, math, and science. So by the time that they leave, we try to encourage them to pursue their career in engineering and science, technology.
So, as you can see, this is a STEM camp at Tamu CC. You saw the Dr. Duganam. He is my senior professor, and he is an expert in robotics, especially in underwater or on the ground. Okay. This is what mechanical engineer will do. Actually, Dr. Duganam will make a presentation, his research to you on next Wednesday. Okay, it's getting excited. Here is a table. This is a correlation table. It shows what mechanical engineer will do after they graduate. So here, mechanical engineering, they will do many job area like energy, machines, structure, defense. Why I highlighted those two words in red is that area is specifically designed for the mechanical engineering majors. Okay. So for example, healthcare, human factors. Actually, I got a PhD in human factors area. Robotics, great. Transportation. There are many other working area after you graduate mechanical engineering degree. How about electrical engineering? So electrical engineering people, the concepts are same. They have to solve the problem, but the application domain is a little bit different compared to the mechanical engineering. You have to apply your knowledge and method to build a solution in electrical problems, such as control system, power generation, telecommunication area. So here is another video to show you world's smallest computer, which is developed by University of Michigan.
Their desktop, or maybe even their smartphone. The physical size of computing technology continues to shrink, and engineers at the University of Michigan have actually developed computers on a millimeter scale. So how will these tiny computers influence our digital destiny? We are here with Dennis Sylvester at U of M's Fish Bowl, the largest and busiest of campus computing sites. All right, well, thanks for meeting me here. Sure. Are the computers that your team is developing at Michigan actually the world's smallest computers?
We believe so. We've not seen anything remotely close to that really reported. Cubic centimeter scale has been reported. We're looking at cubic millimeter scale, which is 10 cubed, or 1,000 times smaller than that.
So you just saw that the computer is smaller than a fly. It's so amazing. So electrical engineering people or computer science engineering major, they do a little bit different things, like they can do more toward to the sensors, intelligent system, semiconductors, computing, cryptography. That's it. Okay. Then think about what is the mechanical engineering technology. What I wanted to say is mechanical engineering people, they do more hands-on problem. They solve more hands-on problem, more practical problems, okay, such as applied mechanics, computer-aided design like CAD, manufacturing site, experimental techniques. So here is a small table that I want to compare engineering and engineering technology. Okay, so we call it engineers in engineering. We call it technicians or doers in engineering technology. We call it knowledge, and here hands-on skills. Okay, and we have a task in engineering technology. Here we do design and development. And in engineering, work in broad areas, problem solving, and in engineering technology, work in more sophisticated area, more field work. Okay. As a few years later, let's imagine you will graduate. So you will become an engineer. How to search a job and what kind of job are you looking for? Actually, yesterday I searched Google how much salary they will get after the graduate. In 2017, I guess, in Houston, Texas, once you got an engineering degree, you will get $66,000, huge amount of money in a year. Okay, in nationwide, it's around 70,000. It's a little bit smaller than the nationwide average of the nationwide, but it's pretty decent to live in the Texas. Okay, and how to find a job? First, you have to search the job. There is a great resources from our university. Our university provides you career center. So if you click the link and you go to the page 18, there are a tremendous amount of resources that can help you to find a job. And the other free website, it's Indeed. Okay, you can find any job through Indeed. Okay, you can click the Indeed link and go and find a job. That's a typical way. Internship? Yes, internship. According to the Washington Post, more than blank % of full-time hires come directly from their internship program. How much percent? It's 70%. Alright? That means you have to get an internship experience before you go to the actual job. Okay? It increases you to get a job probability. Increase probability to get a job. There are many benefits, like you can build a professional network and a better resume. Yeah, don't hesitate. Just apply as an intern, and you will learn many things while you are doing our internship program. So when you apply any kind of job, you may need a resume. Okay, if you click the link, there are very great sample of the resume. Okay, but be careful. Usually the resume contains only one page, not 2 pages. It's 1 page. Okay? But for more professional job, you may need to add more skills on your resume. We call it curriculum vitae. This is a little bit different resume. CV can contain many pages with more details. And there are another website. You can create your own website. So for example, LinkedIn website, you can click the link and you can create your own LinkedIn website, and this is particularly important to show yourself to job recruiters. There are many recruiters on that site. Okay, and it's also a good thing if you have a personal web page to show your ability more visually. It's very good ideas. Okay. Here is the sample of a resume. If you look at this resume, it looks very organized and very compact. Okay. If you look at the top, you have to put your name first. Okay. After your name, you can add your address, your phone number, and the contact email address, and then you can say your objectives, what kind of job are you looking for, and your personal educational background, what skills you have, and it's good thing if you're using bullet points to highlight your many skills, and try to avoid to use full sentences to describe your ability, because most of interviewers, they don't have a time to review the resume, because the interviewers will get the stack of applications that they will quickly review the resumes, and that they want to get some great candidate for their jobs. So you have to highlight your skills visually and use a bold character effectively. Okay. This is how can I say? I would like to introduce my experience. So as I mentioned before, I got a assistant professor job here at Tom UCC from 2016 fall. So usually assistant professor job interview, it takes very long time and more requirement. Okay, you have to prepare cover letter, a CV, teaching and research statement, and plus three to five letters from your recommenders. Okay, you have to take a phone interview, 15 or 30-minute phone interview, and after you pass the phone interview, you will do the on-site interview for 2 days. Okay, after the on-site interview, you will get a verbal offer. It's a very long process, but what I wanted to say is you can search a job through Indeed or some other resources, but I want to say try to apply as many as you can. Okay, so here is the United States. I applied around 50 different universities, and I got an offer. From a few universities, but I finally chose the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, because the Corpus Christi is a great living place. It's a great environment. Weather is so nice. Yeah. So this photo, I took this photo when I was in airplane from Michigan to heading to the Corpus Christi. I want to remember that moment. So this photo is, I took this photo when I was interviewee at Tom UCC. If you look at the timeline, I applied all the application package at October 21st, 2015, and I finally got a verbal offer at May 4th, 2016. So it took almost 7 months. 7 months process. Other tips. So after you finish your job interview, during the job interview, you always have to say positive words. That's for sure. And after the job interview, it's not silly. You have to send a thank you message to all the interviewers within 24 hours. That's for sure. That's tip. Okay. So today we learned 3 things. First, what is the engineering major, what is engineers do. And the second one, no differences between engineering versus engineering technology. And lastly, we learn how to search a job and how to prepare the interview. Thank you. Thank you for watching this short video.